Hi everyone, this is Dr. Derek Ong, bringing you my last video on the series of digital marketing management, marketing mechanism and measurement. Now this is a bonus video on how to use social media engagement. If you need to, please watch my first three videos in marketing mechanism and measurement so that you understand how you can bring all the things that you have learned to this particular video. If you want to get to know me, subscribe to my channel as well as click on my QR code, scan my QR code and you will get to know more about me. Or send me an email to chat me. All right, so what I've covered so far in my video series is these three things here: the marketing, the mechanism, and the measurement. I've also talked a little bit about Google Trends, Google Analytics, and talked to you a little bit about online marketing and how you can create more effective marketing as well. So now, this particular video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about social media engagement. Okay, so I'm not going to show you too much about social media, but I'm going to be showing you literally what you can do with your social media and all the possibility things that you can do, right? If you want to know about the step-by-step, there are many resources out there that show you all the step-by-step. So this basically is just a teaser, basically an introductory video of the things that you can do with your social media. Okay, social media engagement is a place where you promote photos, audios, videos, and recordings from your classes or from your events or anything that you want to entice people with new competitions. We can post useful information and most importantly, to be social, to create and encourage feedback with your people. This is where you can generate a lot of likes and shares. When you have a lot of likes and shares on your page, when you create a page, it will also create credibility for your social media and your brand as well. Okay, let's start with the basics. Facebook. Create a page for your Facebook by going to the create button on your Facebook and you just create a page. Now, when you launch a Facebook page, you are launching a social media brand, your brand posting on social media. Use it to promote heavily on your website, in your email correspondence. Make sure you have good frequent updates, good content, good events, performances, or even competitions, products or services, anything that you are selling online. Okay, now you would see that a lot of my social media context here has to do a lot with music, because I'm actually doing a 2-in-1 video right now on how musicians and performing artists can also use Facebook for their social media engagement. Uh, Make sure that you always have regular updates in 422 characters or less. Try not to have too many things that people will not be able to view it, because if you have more than 420 characters, what happens is people will then have to click on the view more, and not a lot of people will actually want to do that, right? Now, Twitter is also a great way of posting up and limiting your talks. Now, in Twitter, you can do a lot of following people. You can do a lot of getting people to follow you back as well, just like Instagram, which I'm going to talk a little bit about. Sign up a Twitter account and promote your current and upcoming stuffs, likely again like events or products or services, in very short, clear, and energized updates. Okay, be very witty and be very succinct with it. Now, this is the best way that you can get your people or your audiences to engage with you, by maybe putting up a picture and then just asking them to comment or just say retweet this around and just reshare it all out there. Now, in terms of Instagram, basically the most important thing of Instagram is the pictures and the videos. You're building a hype around new products and services. You use this to create video collages, little videos that goes everywhere, right? Maybe one minute videos that you can post up, and you are actually creating a storyline. Now imagine if you have a product, why not create a storyline with that product on how that product is being used? If you are in services, perhaps maybe what you can do is you can show one video of doing one part of the service and another video another part of the service. So you must also take this time to study what your followers that you can see in your Instagram like about what the content you're putting up. They get to engage with you by telling you what they love, and they can also give you comments, and then show the same love to your followers, especially the people that are in the same industry as you. Create a sort of a bond with all those people in your industry, because it will help you to promote your Instagram as well, right? Just as I mentioned about the Twitter as well, this is also the same way where you can create that social network. Now, LinkedIn is a very good account if you are in the professional area. Now, for LinkedIn, I like to call this using the 3 Ps to create the 3 Cs. Firstly, make sure that your LinkedIn account is a professional account that talks about all the things that you have done in terms of professional achievements. This will help you to create very good new professional contacts. In terms of the things that you have done, if you have videos or pictures or even awards, show them on LinkedIn as well, because this will promote the credibility of your particular brand and will allow your content to have much more importance in the minds of your audience. The other thing is, use LinkedIn to create philanthropy. Perhaps allow people to understand that your organization or your brand speaks the truth for a certain marketing cause or social cause. It can be about recycling, it can be about health, it can be about standing up for minority issues. This will also help you to create connections. Now, LinkedIn is also a great way for you to connect with other people and follow other brands and institutions which are bigger than yours. And if you get noticed, that will be a great one-up in your arena as well. The other thing that I would love to share with you, which I personally have used a lot, is YouTube. Now, for most people, a lot of people don't know that YouTube can actually be created very, very easily. So please search for some YouTube videos on how to create your own channel. It's actually not that difficult. If you search through YouTube and you search how to create your own YouTube channel, you can do that using your own Google account. Okay. This is where you post video clips of either performances, rehearsals, interviews, even things like thought processes, things that you have in your thoughts that you want to bring out as an opinion piece that promotes things that brands you as a person. Use this to promote every update that you post. For YouTubers, artists especially, you can actually have this thing called the YouTube for Artists. Now, this is a specialized section of YouTube that people can put up performances. If you have YouTube music, you can also do that, YouTube TV, and also for other stuff as well. Now, I'm going to explain to you about my journey of creating my YouTube channel, and I will show you how I have begun to even monetize my YouTube channel. Before I go there, let me explain to you some other great things about social media that you can use. Blogs, websites, or other external links from other websites as well. So imagine if you are an artist, for example, you can always use SoundCloud or even Spotify if you are doing music. You are putting on products, make sure you link. If you have an account with Lazada or Shopee, make sure you link that with your Lazada or Shopee account through your social media. Or if, let's say, you have a friend or somebody who knows how to create a mobile app for you, then why not do that? Because for services, a mobile app is the great way to get people to know you and get people to engage with you. Yeah, because when they have downloaded the mobile app onto their phones, it can also be a form of them, a form of you communicating with them by giving them push notifications. Yeah, so even if their phones are not turned, if their links are not turned on, the push notifications is saved in their phones already. When their apps are turned on, straight away the notification comes to them, and they can keep up to date with what you are doing. Now, the more posts you have, then your higher search engine ranking will be, and then you have more people visiting. If you remember what I told you about search engine optimization, please watch my video before this. Now, let me tell you a bit about what is the power of social media. I think this is the most important thing section of this particular video. Social media is a platform for social interactions. You find your audience through social media, through the likes, the follows, and the shares. You know who are the people who like you. You know who are the people who are interested in what you have to say, interested in the things that you have to do and your actions. But also remember that social media is not about me, 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 me. Social media is a place for you to be social. Always interact. Don't just like, but comment, but really interact with people. That's how you create the social interactivity using the power of social media. Remember that sharing is caring. Use the Pareto rule of 80-20. For every 20% of you posting things out about yourself, use the next 80% to share the love, comment, and also lift other people up so that people know that you are also giving out love to other people as well. And that, I tell you, will increase the popularity of your social media. If you find that a lot of people who post a lot of things about themselves, these are people usually most of the time, and I'm just saying that they need to also spend more time in sharing the love to other people. I usually love looking through social media. I love liking, I love commenting, I love connecting with the people, especially people from overseas. Yeah, I mean, it's just very simple psychological rule that if you want people to love you, you have to love others first, right? Okay. The other way that you can really, really engage with your audiences is be real. And one of the best ways is live streaming. Facebook and YouTube has a great way of doing live streaming. You can make demos, like if let's say you are a skill-based service industry, you can always make them available for an online small fee or a suggested donation and or tips from your Facebook account. And you can do that quite easily as well. Reaching audiences who can't physically attend a performance, for example, or physically can't attend what you have to demo. It's just like demoing for a live audience, but you are doing it online, right? And you are also making money out of it. Use Facebook Live and YouTube Lives. There are many resources online that help you and teach you how to do this. Now, the other thing that when you do any Facebook Live or YouTube Live, always remember to get them involved. Now, if you remember from my first video, I mentioned about have a clear-cut way of getting people to engage with you and also to make sure that there is a clear action that they can do so that they can reach you. Now, chat sessions are a great way during virtual discussions, right? Or use promotional merchandise by doing online auctions. Maybe what you can do is you have other promotional merchandise for your brand, and you can do promotional online auction and see how much people will bid for that particular product or service. Okay. Also, get them involved. Why not invite them to be part of your demo? If let's say you have a live discussion and they are there and you say that, oh, you want to get them involved as part of the discussion, you can also do that. That would be a great way to show that your audience that you are listening to them as well. So how can you go live? Well, it's so easy. Look at this. From your Facebook page that you have created, all you can do is stream your account on your page and then go live, or you can change it later, right? And when you go live, the video is saved, and people who can't go view you live can view the video later on because the video is already pre-recorded and is already saved. Now, this is a great way of getting people to who may not be able to attend your performance or your demo to also see whatever videos that you have put up. Now, also have and empower these people, your audience, to action. The way that you do it is create maybe a donation button. Now, some of the best ways is get people to be part of your campaign by using hashtags. Ask your audience to use hashtags. Do a fundraising. Now, the only way you can do a fundraising on the page is to make sure that you are an administrator of a page, and there are ways that you can also find out how to create a fundraising on this page. Now, this video is already too long. I cannot be putting everything, but there are lots of tips on YouTube that shows you how you can do fundraising on your page. Do digital download with donations. That if, let's say, if you're a performance, and if let's say you're a demo and you want to show people that you can skills and tips that you want to share with people, why not you get people to donate to you, and anybody that donates a certain amount, make sure that they send you their email accounts, and or then you share out a link that only can be shared to them, right, from your cloud, for example, which they are not able to reshare it with other people. Okay, it can work. It can work, but you, again, like I said, you just have to find a way of making sure that all these digital things are secure enough for you to share with other people. Share on their own social media. Advocate for a cause to show that you, in your brand, you can do a lot of things that is not about making money, but also you care about the things like the environment, for example, things like minority issues, like social issues, and so on and so forth. Okay, how do you create a donation on your Facebook page? Now, let me just show you a very quick one here. Making sure that your page is a category is set to a non-profit organization. If let's say you want to do a non-profit organization, and under the about section of your page, you see the category. But if you are a business, then you cannot do this, okay? Because Facebook would note that if you are a business page, you will not be able to do this. But if you're a NGO, you can create a donation page. As an administrator, you click on the call to action of button on your page, and then you select shop or make with a donation and select donate, and then just click next. Remember, this is only done if you are an NGO. Right. Now, let me explain to you about SMART goals. Your goals, when you put up on your social media, must be SMART. They must be specific, they must be measurable, they must be achievable, because I know that I've given you a lot of information about creating social media engagement, but they must also be relevant and timely. Look at what is going on in your world right now. Is there something that you can put out there in your social media that speaks volumes to other people, that cares about other people, that really shows other people that you have a pulse on what is really going on, and that whatever information that you want to share with people has value? Would this video have value for you at this point? If it does, share it out as well, so that people would know that you are not living in a shell, that you're not living in your own world, but you really understand what's going on in the world out there, and you create content that helps other people as well, genuinely wanting to help other people. Okay. Now, I want to also explain to you about how you can increase social media engagement. Okay, I've got the information from this particular website here, which I'm going to put into the information page as well, so that you can find out what you can do. First thing is define your goals. Your brand, your social media page is a page where you educate and find nurturing leads. When you find nurturing leads, this is where you allow your ideas and ideals to be propagated through your audience and also to the world. But your goal must be very, very clear. In the event that you want to reinvent yourself, by all means go ahead and reinvent yourself, but never ever forget about what is the main objective of the existence of your brand, and be clear about it. Know your audience. Always listen to them. When your audience reshare stuff, when your audience comment on something, please talk to them. Don't leave them in the lurch. Although I will probably know that sometimes there will be audiences that want to create problems, and these are what we call the trolls. But um, there is a way that you can handle trolls, and I'll probably do another video and discuss to you about how to deal with trolls. But I'm not talking about trolls here. I'm talking about your audiences. Okay, uh, show them the love, like I remember, and give them what they want. Even if you can't, but at least you try. Show them that you try. Share valuable content, making sure that the content is useful and relevant, making sure that the content is timely, that it suits the time, the environment of the day, that it makes sense for you to show it at that point of time, even if it's an opinion piece, right? When you create products and services, and you need to show how these products and services is going to add value to people's lives, make sure that it's useful, make sure that it is workable. Stay topical, making sure that whatever comments and content that you show out is timely and current. Do not say and post things that are outdated. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, sometimes you must also look at your content and revisit your content and rechange your content. Sometimes I am guilty of that sometimes also. I know, because we are lazy and sometimes we don't have time, but it's always good to listen to your audience, because your audience is going to tell you, but you need to update this thing, and so on and so forth. And finally, be very proactive. Make your move. Yeah, you can get your audience to do a lot of things, but if you don't act on them, you will lose them. You must make sure that if you want your audience to act, you got to make it easy for them to act. Whether it is hashtagging, whether it is sharing out, whether it is posting, whether it is getting people involved, allow them to be part of that process. Finally, all your social media, link them up together. I have my YouTube channel here, my Facebook account, and my LinkedIn. Now, you notice in my Facebook account, I have my LinkedIn and my YouTube account there, so that people who goes to my Facebook account can also straight away go to my LinkedIn and also my YouTube account. Let people know how they can get everywhere in anywhere. I've also have an Instagram account, but I don't normally use my Instagram account. Now, my next slide I'm going to show you is how I linked up my YouTube account. But first, how I monetize my YouTube account. But before that, let me explain to you a little bit about uh, monetization of your YouTube account, which is, I'm going to use the YouTube account as an example. Make sure that you set up your YouTube channel using your Google account if you can. Put out content that follows trends. Now, remember about using Google Trends, right? Link up all your social media together and get people to subscribe to you. Once you have reached 1K, then you are eligible to sign up for what we call the YouTube Partner Program, which is a creators program for YouTube. Then you can start monetizing your videos, but you need to start following guidelines. Then cash out your money only once you have reached the threshold. So let me show you what I have done so far for my YouTube account. So this is my YouTube account, which I have created since 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And I basically put up videos mostly on statistics, research, because I teach in the university. And I am trying to also put up more information about activisms and fitness, and also performing arts. But that will be in the near future when I have more content to put up. But I don't know how long I'm going to be holding on to this YouTube channel, but I will do as much as I can. So I just want to show you what you can do. Once you created your YouTube account, this is how you go to finding out about your monetization of your YouTube. So you go to your YouTube studio. Once you have monetized, now remember, you must reach at least about 1,000 subscribers before you can start monetizing. Okay, creating your YouTube is easy by just pressing on the create button here. You can either put up videos that you have made, or you can just basically um, link any YouTube videos that come under here. But you can only monetize videos which you yourself created. All right. You can also go live here, as I mentioned to you. Okay, and also view your analytics. Now, I also talk to you guys about why it's important for you to put up analytics. Right now, under my analytics, I've only monetized my videos not too long ago. I think less than a week ago, and I've already gotten $5.43. And by the time it reaches the threshold, I can already cash out my money. I like the advanced mode of the video because I get to see what videos of mine are actually making most money, the best of my ad impressions, my revenue estimated, and my impressions have already reached about 87,000 over. But you see, because I'm not trying to make a lot of money out of my YouTube videos, it is just something that I thought, maybe since I already have something on, maybe I can just put it up. But it's really great to look at some of the traffic sources and also the metrics in your YouTube channels, and it gives you kind of um, strong, if I may say, a motivation to continue to put out good content out there, right? And if you notice my ad revenues and stuff, so it's just a way of showing you that you can do it also. Now, I do not claim myself as a YouTube genius. Everything I learned from YouTube itself. But if I can do it being a digital migrant, I'm sure you can also do it. And it's very, very simple to do. You just have to spend some time, search online and how to do it. Okay? So think about doing it today itself. I guess that's all I want to share with you guys about social media platforms. There are a lot of things that I have covered, and I've only covered the basics, the very, very basics of what I want to cover. So, just to give you a bit key takeaway of what I've covered, number one is engage your target audience using the power of social media. Social media is all about being social. So remember that being social means connectivity. Create something that your audience is proud of and that they are proud of sharing out with other people. Remember to share the love, the 80-20 rule, that it's not just about you posting out your brand, but it's also about what your brand stands for in terms of uh, social issues and timely order content. Be sure that you have a really solid brand and a consistent message that you want to share with other people. Remember that when you post things out, it's all about things that you stand for as a brand, and it must be always consistent. Whether it's posting out, whether it's commenting, or whether it's even liking or resharing or retweeting other things that you see online as well. And finally, there are many, many platforms. I cannot cover all the platforms here. I'm only covering the more popular platforms here in this particular video. But allow yourself to diversify your reach with all these multiple platforms, and remember to always link them. Maybe one day I might also see your social media and you become a social media celebrity as well. I would not claim myself to be a social media celebrity. I'm just here to share with you what I have learned with the trials and errors that I've gone through. And this is just information that I want everybody to experience and also gain some benefits out of it. So thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel as well, and also look at some of the resources that I put in the information. Thank you.